How's it going, everyone, and welcome to Meet the Person series here on Reaction Time. Today we're gonna meet a boy who sees the world upside down. Well, he doesn't actually see the world upside down, but because the way his head is structured with a very unfortunate disability, he cannot keep his head up, and therefore his head is always to the side. Here on Meet the Person series. Welcome to Meet the Person series, and we're gonna meet. It's time to meet.
Who's been able to do what I do?
The Meet the Person series on Reaction Time. Okay, we're back with the series, everyone. So many different videos, like we said before. One of my favorites, of course, was the girl allergic to water. It was one of the most interesting ones for me. There's many more interesting ones. A woman who is already really obese wants to be even more obese to a point where she can't walk. A guy who's allergic to food, and many, many more. Strange disorders, diseases, abnormalities in these people that we're gonna explore today. This is The Boy Sees the World Upside Down. Of course, the original video is gonna be in the description. Without further ado, we're gonna dive right into it. Let's go.
12-year-old Mahendra Ahirwar cannot support his own body.
Just this shot alone looks like it's almost two different people, almost like an optical illusion, but it's not. This is the guy, one person. I don't even know if I'm not flexible enough to do that. I can't imagine him doing that almost the whole day.
His muscles are almost non-existent.
I've never seen that in my life. That is super interesting. Just look at that. Even if I tried, I wouldn't be flexible enough to do something like this. It could be a muscle disorder, and these are horrible. You can't function like a normal person and do things that are basically a necessity. But my biggest question is, does he have pain? Because that would make everything so much worse. If it's not painful, at least there's a better side to the story.
This is how Mahendra sees the world.
No child should be allowed to grow to 12 years of age without this having been dealt with.
Okay, so he is suffering. Look at the article. It says, would you rather he were dead than suffering like this? Not only is it hard on him, the hardest it has to be on the parents that have to take care of him. The worst is the rare conditions that have really no cure or research behind them yet. Let's dive into this further.
Mahendra's plight has touched people around the world.
People have pledged £10, £5. We raised around about £12,500.
Surgery is now possible, but will be risky and challenging.
There's a page where you could pledge donations. I might have to look into that towards the end of the video. See how I can help this boy. If it helps at all, even if it just helps a bit, it's enough. Full documentary is 45 minutes, so you guys can watch the whole thing. Like I said before, it's gonna be in the description. We're only gonna watch the main focal points.
12-year-old Mahendra was born with a condition called congenital myopathy, leaving the muscles in his body thin, weak, and underdeveloped.
Just going based off that, I know he has to experience pain. It's not like his spine was designed to go sideways. It's the fact that his muscles can just simply not support his head. An average head weighs about 10 pounds. You need a lot of muscular strength for that. And I know going into that awkward position will definitely make his spine feel a lot of nerve pressure and hurt a lot.
Mahendra's mother, Sumitra, has 3 other healthy children.
फिर महेंद्र भाव फिर छोटा सा थोड़ी कमजोर भी है वो.
Wait, I think we might have a quick solution. That's not going to be permanent. What if there's a very good structural neck brace? Maybe he wouldn't want that. But I feel like maybe something that would just support his head. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I know we always joke around a lot, but my neck is more than average, I would say. And I do experience pain on the backside of my neck after sitting down or something, because there's a lot of weight to support up here. So maybe if he has some sort of brace that will just push his head up, keep it still, take effect of what the muscles should have been doing, that could help him a lot. I want to see, maybe they tried it before and it didn't work.
4-5 महीना बाद बिल्कुल हमको पता नहीं चला, सही रहा. फिर झुकाई उसने थोड़ी गर्दन. 6-7 डॉक्टर के पास ले गए. वो ठीक हो नहीं रहा, आराम लग नहीं रहा. कोई बोलता तेरे को तो बहुत बुरा दंड मिल रहा तुझे तो ये तो दंड मिल रहा, तूने कुछ करवा है तो दंड पाप मिल रहा है. ऐसे बोले घर के बाहर के.
But what if they committed no sin? You can't really justify that.
Some villagers have branded the family as sinners, a strong belief reinforced by the local Hindu priest.
यदि माता पिता बुरी संगत करते हैं, बुरे कर्म करते हैं, चोरी डकैती या किसी से मारपीट या वेश्यावृत्ति, कुछ भी काम करते हैं,
It's crazy to me that the culture surrounding them would automatically label them as sinners and everybody would outcast them like that. It's bad enough that they already have to struggle by taking care of their kid like this and that he has to suffer through all this. And then on top of that, people not being supportive and frankly just looking down upon them for having a kid like this. It's super wrong. But again, I don't know their past, so let's keep going.
ये फल किससे बच्चे को भोगना पड़ता है।
कोई ऐसा भी बोलता है तो सबकी वो सुनने पड़त, सबकी सुनने पड़त, मजबूरी है बिल्कुल।
With 6 mouths to feed, Mahendra's mother and father can't afford to turn down work. But Mahendra is too fragile to be left alone and must be taken along.
The whole kid is on top of her head. I can't even imagine doing that.
ये नहीं बता सकता हूँ कि मैं 10 दिन लगा लेता हूँ, कभी 20 दिन लगा लेता हूँ, कभी 5 ही दिन लगे कोई महीना में बिल्कुल नहीं लगे, अपने वही घर के काम में लगे। यहाँ सो मतलब खावे गेहूँ खर्चा कम पड़ा तो काम को भागे। फिर अगर मैं वो पैसा होता है अगर इतना कि हमारा, तो मैं अभी तक तो उसके।
So he believes if he had more money, he would be well. What backs that? Did they actually find a doctor that said they can operate a surgery or something? Is there medication for it? I don't know. He said he would be well. Does he just believe he's going to be well, or is there actually something that will help him be well? Because I really want to donate to the family.
Some villagers believe Mahendra is a burden and a curse.
आदमी बोला तो सेवा नहीं होने करी ना हो रही थे कहीं भी छोड़ देगा।
That is extremely harsh. I know it's not even a close comparison, but I had a kid that was very slow. He almost had like a disability. He didn't understand what was going on, and you could easily tell that he had issues, but it actually made us love him even more instead of made us want to get rid of him.
Socially condemned and excluded from everyday life, Mahendra can only watch as his sister and brother go to school. Although he's bright, the school can't support Mahendra's physical disability.
That really makes me feel really bad for him. The worst thing is not being able to be with the other kids and being looked down upon like that. Not having any friends, I guess, just because you're unfortunate.
Feeling compelled to help, Julie has created a fundraising page.
It's really easy to set up a fundraising campaign. It takes approximately 10 minutes to enter all the information that you need. So I'm just putting the title in, the amount.
Okay, so there is a page. It is gonna happen. I'm gonna find it right before the video ends.
महेंद्र को लेकर ये डर है कि महेंद्र की ज्यादा हालत खराब है, नीचे पत्थर की तरह रहता है।
Unable to lift his head, Mahendra is believed to be cursed by many in his village.
जब मैं देखता हूँ अपने शरीर को तो मुझे बुरा लगता है, इसलिए कि आदमी भी देखते हैं तमाशा, इसलिए कि मैं देखता हूँ तो मुझे बुरा लगता है।
Wow. He says, I feel bad because it becomes a circus entertainment for others. They're all like just looking at him from there, probably laughing at him, give no remorse. People just have no remorse.
But after learning of his condition, Julie Jones in the UK set up a global fundraising campaign. Her target is £10,000.
I forgot about it for a week, and then it was only when I logged back in and realised, there was a lot of donations rolling in. There's donations from all over the world. There's people that have donated from America, India, and lots of different amounts. People have pledged £10, £5, 20, 50. Someone's donated £300. The total is now £12,676.
Their target was 10,000. They reached 12,000, but I'm sure they can use more funds regardless if they got to their goal or not. Because no matter what they say, it's always going to be more expensive.
At the Indraprashta Apollo Hospital, Dr. Krishnan will examine Mahendra and decide if he can help him.
Okay, so this is a determining factor. Maybe they already used the donations and he's better now, but I don't think so. Let's further down. Like I said, it's a 45-minute docu-series.
The legs have assumed that fixed position, and the joint, the tendons, everything has adapted to that stiff position. Those are called contractures. He's got contractures in the elbows. I can't straighten them fully. He's got contractures in the wrists.
With early diagnosis, Dr. Krishnan would have been able to do more for Mahendra.
अभी से ही बता देता हूँ इसकी जो मसल्स हैं हिप पे, जिसकी वजह से आदमी स्ट्रेट खड़ा हो सकता है, चल सकता है, वो बहुत कमज़ोर है। वो इतने खराब है, चलने का उम्मीद बहुत कम है। ठीक है, मैं सच ही बोलता हूँ, सो आप लोगों को मिसलीड नहीं करना चाहता हूँ।
They caught him too late. Adaptive shortening is horrible. It's when you're in a fixed position for too long. For example, if I sit down for too long and my head is always facing forward like this, my neck can actually take that permanent position and it can cause a lot of issues. In his case, it's extreme, so his hips won't even function properly. The joint won't move properly because of his adaptive condition.
Mahendra has very poor lung function. It will affect his ability to tolerate the anesthetic and survive surgery.
खतरा तो है, सिंपल ऑपरेशन नहीं है, बहुत तेज बुखार हो सकता है, दिल रुक सकता है, चेस्ट कॉम्प्लिकेशंस हो सकते हैं क्योंकि इसकी फेफड़े और डायफ्राम अच्छी तरह काम नहीं कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि चेस्ट इन्फेक्शन हो गया तो जान को खतरा है। इतने साल से तुम्हारा गर्दन इतना टेढ़ा है, तुम चाहते हो सीधा हो जाओ या ऐसे ही छोड़ दें? तुम बताओ।
चाहते हो सीधा हो जाए।
और मंडे ऑपरेशन है।
They did do an operation. Let's see how it turned out.
बहुत टाइम लगा ऑपरेशन में, ये बोला 4 घंटा, ये बोला 4 घंटा, इतना टाइम लगा।
Because the vertebrae are fused together.
Okay, so as you guys can see, they use screws, put them in the vertebrae to strain his neck out so the neck can take its natural position again.
The surgery seems successful, but an X-ray taken last night reveals a sudden problem with Mahendra's lung.
As you can see, the left lung is opaque. We were worried about cardiopulmonary complications, which has already presented itself.
That is horrible to hear. That's not what's supposed to happen.
At the hospital, Julie is unprepared for the greeting she receives from Mahendra's mother. And at the seriousness of Mahendra's condition.
Just seeing him like this, it's just shocking, really. You know, it's shocking for a child to be like this, and it's really sad.
With no visible improvement, Mahendra remains dangerously at the edge of life. Mahendra's treatment and surgery has cost just over £3,000.
Okay, so they were able to raise over £12,000. Surgery cost $3,000. Of course, the other $9,000 can go for like food, other expenses while the surgery takes place. The parents won't be able to work while they're taking care of the son, and so on and so forth.
Leaving more than $9,000 for any future operations. Mahendra is no longer excluded, but part of the gang.
अब लोग मुझे अपना रहे हैं। जब मेरे पास बच्चे नहीं रहते थे तो मैं दुखी होता था।
So he is doing a little bit better. I want to see if we can find his GoFundMe. Okay, this is the worst news we could have ever expected. This happened not too long ago. Apparently, the Indian teenager known as Mahendra, who died at 13 years old after his neck straining operation. I did not know that happened. The doctor you guys saw was actually completely shocked and didn't know what happened. He said that there was probably a heart attack or something that has to do with his cardio or breathing, but he would have never guessed it. Doctor said he had so many plans and dreams for him. He wanted him to grow big and healthy. So this was a shock to everyone. So unfortunately, we can't donate because he's not here anymore. He just stopped moving, then rushed to the hospital, and then in the hospital they declared that he died. And this is actually one of the saddest episodes I've seen, because I've never seen these episodes where they just pass away like that. So guys, that's gonna end it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you guys have anyone else that has like an extreme condition or anything like that, let me know. Put it down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys with more episodes. Some of these, the people can actually deal with the condition that they have, but unfortunately he didn't. That's gonna wrap it up. I'll see you guys next time, and peace out.